It is a policy of Plaas Incorporated that its activities are conducted in such a manner that workers' public health and safety and protection of the environment are given the highest priority. Plaas Incorporated will comply with all applicable federal and state health, safety, and environmental laws, regulations, and orders so as to protect the health and safety of workers and the public and to minimize accidental damage to property. Employees must receive stop work authority training before initial assignment. The training must be documented, including the employee name and dates of training and subject. This procedure establishes stop work responsibilities and authorities. Describes the process Plaas Incorporated follows when a work situation warrants a stop work order. Addresses provisions for resuming work activities following a stop work order. This procedure applies to stop work responsibility and authorities related to work activities where continuation of work would endanger personnel, equipment, or the environment. Definitions: imminent danger, any condition or practice where it is reasonably likely that danger exists which may be expected to cause death or serious harm. Examples of imminent danger: entering a permit-required confined space without monitoring the atmosphere for oxygen, working on a power system without performing lockout-tagout, working at heights without fall prevention or a protection system, working under a load suspended from a crane, using defective tools or equipment, discovering a vessel containing toxic material that is leaking into the environment. Non-immediate threat, any condition or hazard that requires correction but is not presently nor expected to become an imminent threat, danger, in a short period of time. Examples of non-immediate threats: missing hazard or warning signs, expired operator qualifications, unlabeled chemical containers. Stop work, to temporarily halt a specific work activity until identified conditions are evaluated, modified, or fulfilled. Responsibilities: safety, a line of responsibility extending from the Associate VP of Facilities to the respective division directors, managers, supervisors, and ultimately to all employees. All employees have responsibility and authority to issue stop work order for any Plaas Incorporated work activity or contractor activity that affects the Plaas Incorporated community if, in their judgment, a health or safety situation exists that poses imminent danger to personnel, equipment, or the environment. In addition, they have the responsibility for performing work in a manner that will not endanger themselves or their coworkers, complying with established safety rules and requirements and environmental protection requirements, remaining alert to unsafe conditions. Documentation: all stop work interventions shall be documented for lessons learned and corrective measures to be put into place and reviewed by supervision. Notifying their supervisors if a procedure is found to be inadequate or unworkable in its existing form, or if a non-immediate threat is found during work activities. Note: if any employee is unsatisfied with safety precautions taken in the workplace, the employee has the right to refuse in good faith to expose himself to imminent danger in accordance with the Public Employees Risk Reduction Act. Line management has responsibility for conducting facility operations and work activities in compliance with applicable regulations, and in such a manner that the risk of hazards and potential danger to personnel, equipment, or the environment is reduced to the lowest practical level. Routinely monitoring work activities, determining if a non-immediate threat should result in work stoppage. The occupational safety manager has responsible for supplying information, suggestions, ideas, etc., as appropriate, to managers and supervisors and assisting with any corrective actions regarding work activities stopped or reported as unsafe. The occupational safety manager has a responsibility for administering general training to all employees relative to their stop work responsibility and authority. Follow-up: it is the desired outcome of any stop work intervention that the identified safety concerns have been addressed to the satisfaction of all involved persons prior to the resumption of work. Most issues can be adequately resolved in a timely manner at the job site. Occasionally, additional investigation and corrective actions may be required to identify and address root causes. Procedures: observing an unsafe work activity. Employee, upon observing a Plaas Incorporated work activity where the health or safety situation exists that could endanger personnel, equipment, or the environment, perform the following. Determine if the situation poses imminent danger or is a non-immediate threat. If the situation poses immediate danger, immediately notify involved workers of the dangers and direct them to stop work and establish safe conditions in which to leave the work site. Promptly notify the workers' immediate manager, supervisor, or the occupational safety manager. If the situation poses a non-immediate threat, promptly report the unsafe work situation to the immediate manager, supervisor, or occupational safety manager. Stopping work. Involved workers, when directed to stop work, perform the following. Immediately stop work in a safe and cautious manner and establish safe conditions in which to leave the work site. Note, any stop work order is not cause for disciplinary action. Notify your immediate supervisor if not previously notified. Immediate supervisor. If an imminent danger has been discovered, immediately verify that the work has been stopped and the work site left in a safe condition. Evaluating safety status and making notifications. Manager or supervisor perform the following. Evaluate the safety status of the work activity stopped or reported as unsafe and determine, with the assistance of the Occupational Safety Manager, or EHSO, if the concern is valid. Notify the appropriate division director or any significant work stoppage. If non-Plaas Incorporated personnel work is stopped, notify the appropriate project manager. Document stop work-related actions, including determinations made by appropriate PFD personnel or the Occupational Safety Manager. Occupational Safety Manager. Supply information, suggest ideas, etc. as appropriate, and assist with any corrective actions regarding the work activity stopped or reported as unsafe. Resumption of work. Except to create a safe condition in which to leave the work site while permanent measures are considered, no work may resume until the safety ramifications of that work have been considered thoroughly. All factors and causes created the imminent danger have been identified and abated, and resumption of work has been authorized by line management and documented. If an agreement cannot be reached, the problem must be escalated immediately up through management to a level where satisfactory resolution results. When necessary, the matter must be reported to the Associate VP Facilities for resolution. Note 1. Approval for resumption of work must be in compliance with applicable Plaas Incorporated requirements. Note 2. Work resumption is not contingent upon satisfying the individual who issued the stop work order, as long as resumption is authorized by the management. However, no individual is required to resume work in good faith if he or she believes imminent danger still exists.